Hello traders, my name is Tomasz Wiśniewski. I'm a chief analyst in Alpari Research and Analysis, and this is daily analytical report, where we will continue with analyzing the markets. Today we want to see the calendar because we are close to Easter break. Not much is happening on the calendar, and actually yesterday I deleted all the charts and we started analyzing the charts from the scratch. And today we will continue this. First, maybe let me show you how the situation developed on the rest of the instruments, on those instruments that we had. So on cable, actually this is my live account, and you can see that I opened a short position on cable, which was doing pretty well. We had new midterm lows. We are on the lowest level since 21st of March. Today we have a small reversal. My stop loss is on 400 euros, which is less than even 1%, 0.6% of my capital, so that's a very small position. It was on profit for most of the time. We'll see what's gonna happen. We are still below the uptrend line. It should be alright. But I will talk more about this position on live trading, which will be in 1 hour. EuroCAD. We are waiting for the breakout of the lower of the support here, which is kind of happening right now. Once the price will get to this orange area, we'll get a strong sell signal, long-term sell signal. About the risk to reward ratio, I think this is a nice resistance. Maybe not long-term resistance, but mid-term. And here, selling here, take profit 550 pips, stop loss 130. In terms of risk to reward ratio, in terms of the risk to reward ratio, it looks very tempting. And look at those H4 candles. They look pretty good. I think even with those candles, with the bounce from the resistance here, even without waiting for the breakout, that's a good trading occasion, actually, even with the better risk to reward ratio. So the stop loss is like 50 pips, take profit is like 10 to 1. That's a risk worth taking. Maybe I shouldn't do that now, but I'm gonna sell now. It's gonna be a very small position anyway, just one lot, and my stop loss, even here, if it's gonna be here, it will be very small, small position. So I supposed to open a position on live trading, but I'm doing it now. That was just a nice bounce from the resistance, and I think that the price will go lower. But again, very small, a small one. I don't risk a lot of money, and still have 40% of profit. So yeah, that's my view on EuroCAD. Euro dollar locked in a sideways trend, not much, not very interesting. And Australian dollar to Japanese yen, that's a rectangle. That will be a nice trading occasion once we'll break from this rectangle, either upswing or downswing. It doesn't matter for a trader. At the end of the day, you're a trader, so you can go both ways. Just we are in the middle of this rectangle, which is the worst place to open a position. But we'll see. We'll see what's gonna happen. How's this EuroCAD going? All right. Anyway, so here we wait for the breakout from the rectangle, and Australian dollar to American dollar. Here we do have a comeback. That's a channel down formation here. Here, so most probable scenario right now is a bounce to the upper line here. That's not a good trading occasion though, so I'm gonna skip it. Swiss franc to Japanese yen, here we have a chance for an inverse head and shoulder formation. Actually, that chance can be seen also New Zealand dollar to Japanese yen. So here, once the resistance will be broken, the neckline will be broken, there will be buy signal. Here also, once the resistance will be broken, that will be buy signal. But even better one will be once the price will break the midterm downtrend line here. Euro to British pound, breakout of the lower blue line will be a strong sell signal for me. British pound to Japan to Australian dollar. I think you will like it because that's what we were expecting, right? We were seeing a downswing here yesterday. Yes, we were here yesterday. Here. And we said that most probably the price will continue to go down, and went down today again. So it's happening, this movement to the horizontal support, long-term horizontal support should happen. It's maybe not certain, but it's very, very probable that the price will test this horizontal support. This is a good occasion. Maybe risk to reward ratio is not so good because there's no good place for a stop loss here. Maybe this horizontal resistance, but it's not convincing for me. So the thing is that if you would sell here, stop loss should be somewhere here or even here, 180 pips, and you go for 260. Well, it's still good, still alright, but not the best, not the best. British pound to Japanese yen. Breakout of the lower line of the wedge will be huge, and breakout of the lower line of the wedge should trigger as a strong sell signal. I'm waiting for that. New Zealand dollar to Japanese yen. I told you about this pair, so we are waiting for the breakout of the upper line here and also the midterm downtrend line, and that should trigger us a buy signal. American dollar to Canadian dollar. This head and shoulder is happening. First we need to break the lower line of the uptrend line here, but the real sell signal will be created once the price will close below this horizontal support, which is a neckline of this formation. And American dollar to Swiss franc, breakout of the lower line of the wedge. Yes, that will be good for sellers, but real sell signal will be created once the price will break this area with a, what's that, khaki beige, I don't know. So once the price will break this area, that will be a sell signal. So we finished on American dollar to Swiss franc. Now let me show you American dollar to Japanese yen. We continue with analyzing the markets from the scratch, so you will be able to witness the decision-making process. And this is a daily chart. We always start with the daily. This is a major resistance right now. The price is creating this triple bottom formation, and I don't like it. That's a, even though there is a downtrend, this kind of formation is bullish. And we made an attempt to break the upper line, not successful yet. I'm more than sure that there is a divergence here, so even we don't have to check it, but for sure there is a triple bottom formation. Yes, there is. There always is a divergence, so it does not mean anything for the price action traders actually. But with this kind of a formation, look, this is similar to this one, right? Channel up on the top, channel down on the bottom. There are high chances that we will touch the orange resistance soon, but there's no buy signal here yet. That's a flag in a short-term uptrend, so that can result with an upswing, but there is no buy signal. Maybe if the price will create a bullish pattern somewhere here, that will be a buy signal, but yeah, that's not a good occasion for me, so I'm not even gonna save this chart. I'm just gonna remove it. Australian dollar to Canadian dollar, I don't like it because there is a huge drop here. So the thing is that there is no clear resistance support level, unfortunately. Or if you would like to go short, you need to place your stop loss order somewhere, right? This is a nice resistance, okay, fair enough. And this is a trend line, fair enough. No, thank you. If I would like to sell, because there is only one signal here and this is sell, stop loss should be somewhere above the orange area. But that's not good risk to reward ratio here. So let's go with the next one, Australian dollar to Swiss franc. On a daily chart, it looks terrible. That's just a sideways trend, which I don't like. I don't like this either. I don't like this either, so I'm not gonna look. This kind of price swings just is the place where traders are losing money. I like directional movements. I don't like this, what's happening here. So again, I'm a trader. I have a freedom to pick whatever I want. So I won't bother with the instruments that I don't like, and instruments which do not look interesting for me. Next one, Australian dollar to New Zealand dollar. For some time, I like this pair. I like the situation. Look, head and shoulder formation, very nice. Breakout test, downswing. So it's a very, let's say, handsome pattern. There is still a negative sentiment here. The price tends to respect horizontal levels like here or like here, but I'm not a big fan of the current situation, so again I'm gonna ignore it. Next one, Canadian dollar to Swiss franc. The price stuck on a horizontal resistance. There is a clear downtrend, so I don't like this situation. Canadian dollar to Japanese yen. Also, that's not the very best situation here. Was that downswing, failed correction, downswing. So now the sentiment is negative. Also, we do have a head and shoulder pattern, but the thing is that although there is a negative sentiment, we may experience an upswing, which will take us out from the market, which I wouldn't like. So again, no for me. But that was a very beautiful resistance here, respected twice. That was a beautiful sell signal. Unfortunately, we missed this, but just for the educational purposes, look at that. Look at that head and shoulder pattern. So here, that was a huge sell based on a weekly chart. Bounce from the resistance with a head and shoulder formation, breakout of the neckline. That was a huge sell. Oh, it's a pity I missed that. So here, stop loss here, 330 pips. So far it would be like 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio, which would be pretty good. There's a nice horizontal support. Overly, that's a very interesting pattern and very interesting situation, because here we have a head and shoulder pattern. Here we have inverse head and shoulder pattern, which failed. But here we have, which was denied, but here we have head and shoulder pattern, which worked. So overall, that's very interesting. There is a wedge pattern here. Very nice. I'm gonna keep this, although there is no clear signal now. Actually, for the clear signal, we would have to wait a long time. There is a kind of positive sentiment after the breakout of this line. And again, another head and shoulder formation, right? You have head and shoulder here, you have inverse head and shoulder here, left shoulder, head and right shoulder. I'm just gonna keep it for the further reference. Yes. Euro to New Zealand dollar. So you can see this is a decision-making process. There is no black magic here. I'm just using price action on many time frames, big time frames, because it's only I care about. Euro to New Zealand dollar is kind of bearish, because we do have this wedge here, which is supposed to break the downtrend line here, the uptrend line here. There's this line, there is this line, this is a wedge. So let me change the color of the uptrend line here. So breakout here would be a strong sell signal, but not for me. Ooh, New Zealand dollar to Canadian dollar. I don't know if you see what I see. But first of all, let's sort out the horizontal support. Then on H4, what we do have here, beautiful head and shoulder pattern. Unfortunately, the neckline is declined. I don't like this. I prefer when the neckline is inclined and head and shoulder pattern. But anyway, there is this uptrend line. Okay, very handsome. Yes. There is this horizontal support here. Other color here, and on a daily chart the thing is that yesterday candle is very positive. It's a hammer which can deny this head and shoulder pattern, but trading is a game for patient traders, and in my opinion the price breaking those lows. So that hammer from yesterday established a very strong support. You know where is the support area? It's here. So the price denying the support, I'm sorry, I need to grab this, denying the support and breaking those lows from the hammer will be a strong sell signal. So even though there was a hammer, obviously you don't sell now because there was a hammer, but you wait for the price to break that support. And if there was a hammer, maybe the head and shoulder pattern will be denied. So breakout of this line should trigger us a buy signal, and by this line I mean the red line, so the line connecting the top of the head and the top of the right shoulder. I like this situation. New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar. Who would have expected that this pair will be so interesting? Look at that long-term downtrend line. Very precise. Color, yes. In terms of a breakout of the upper red line, there will be buy signal, stop loss somewhere here 80 pips, take profit 140. It's alright in terms of the risk to reward ratio, it's not so bad. If that's a top, let's see the Fibos. Okay, yeah, 23.6 is respected right now. Breakout here, first target should be 38.2. So we have quite a lot of supports here, which can be a negative sign for the buyers, for the sellers, because there are a lot of supports, so the price may be climbing higher. But that was a good one. That's a good situation. I like it. I like how it looks like. Now New Zealand dollar to Swiss franc. Wait. Yes. New Zealand dollar to Swiss franc. Let's start with daily. As you can see, I don't trade based on hourly chart. Hourly chart is good for estimating the entry point, but the overall situation, I don't like this chart at all. I won't be even bothered. Ooh, weekly chart on American dollar to Danish crown. I love that. I think I even traded that. Look at that. That was a bounce with a head and shoulder formation. Yes, I did trade that. Ooh, now rectangle. Very beautiful rectangle. Breakout here, buy signal, breakout here, sell signal. When it will happen, well, who knows? But we're gonna leave this for the further reference. because the breakout of either the upper line or the lower line will be a super strong sell signal or buy signal. American dollar to Singaporean dollar. I remember this pair, and there is a beautiful symmetric triangle here. There was an attempt to break the lower line, but it failed. There is an upper line like that or like that, so it's pretty clear. Let's say that the upper line is the more relevant. With the failed breakout, failed attempt here, the price should aim higher. I'm gonna keep American dollar to Singaporean dollar because this pair is usually very technical on higher time frames. Respect especially horizontal levels in the recent drop, like here for example. Look at that here, very nice, and most lately here, sorry, like that. Nice, huh? And also downtrend line. Let's keep it. British pound, New Zealand dollar. What is happening here? Ooh, that's a good one. So many good setups. Symmetric triangle. Breakout from the symmetric triangle. That's a buy. Initial upswing. Very nice. Now the price is trying to come back above this horizontal support. The price trying to aim this one. There is another one here. There is a well, not the flag maybe, but anyway, now that's not a place to buy because we do have a selling pressure. But once the price will break this line, that will be a strong signal to buy, and I'm gonna keep my eye on this instrument because it looks very interesting. The drop from yesterday is very negative here, but maybe we will have something interesting from it. British pound, Singaporean dollar. Okay, that can be a nice double top formation here. Yes, but only this, so I'm not interested in that. American dollar to Russian ruble. Sideways trend, not interesting. Silver, totally not interesting. Gold, I like gold. Who does not? There is this support area, 1307. There is this uptrend line here, and currently we do have a rectangle. Maybe I won't do like that, but let me that. So the thing is that for the long-term traders, breakout of this line, sell, breakout of this line, buy. Simple as that. That resistance proved to be super important, that support proved to be super important. So that's a battle between those two. We have 5 minutes left, so maybe Bitcoin. Ooh, Bitcoin. Oh, that's a not very good day for Bitcoin. We are aiming at the support on $6,000. Maybe even lower. $6. 6,000 is okay. So we're gonna test the I saw some interesting analysis that we are in a symmetric triangle and we should see the breakout. Well, okay, fair enough. We'll wait for this breakout. So far that looks terrible. Contact with the 5800 is more or less certain, especially after the day like today, which is pretty catastrophic for Bitcoin. I remember optimism during those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Everybody was so happy on those boards, forums, groups, Bitcoin groups. Okay, we have still we have time for the Brent oil. I usually analyze. Oh, come on! I usually analyze WTI. Maybe I'll go to WTI. That's interesting on WTI, because on WTI we are talking about oil on our press briefing, a press lunch in Malaysia over the weekend. And actually, when the price was here, because that was Monday, we said that, well, there is a chance for a reversal because we met the stop. And this is exactly what's happening. The price of the oil is going down. The most probable possible scenario is the price testing the long-term uptrend line here. That's still a positive pattern because we are about to get an ascending triangle pattern, which is positive, but especially with the candle, with the daily candle from yesterday, which is a nice pin bar on a support, so it looks okay. In the meantime, because I think that's it, we're gonna continue analyzing the markets on Tuesday. This is cable is going up, which is not very good for me, and the euro card is going up also, which is not good for me. But anyway, I don't care about 12 pips. This is just an intraday fluctuations, especially if I have my stop loss order is on 100 pips. So this kind of movement is nothing. Stop loss is set on 600 euros. As you can see, it's even less than 1% of my capital. That's the amount of risk that I'm taking on the markets. It's very, very low. So we do have quite a lot of interesting. Oh, this flag on the euro to cable looks pretty weird. Yeah, that's not the best situation here. That's why I don't like low time frames. I even removed them from my platform. We have some nice trading opportunities here, possibilities, which can result with some good, very good trades. So keep my eye on those, and I'm very, very optimistic about the future situation on the markets. Not in terms of the markets will go up or down, because I don't care, because I'm a trader, so I can go both ways. But I'm optimistic about the technical situation on the market, because I love technical analysis. Ooh, that has to be very painful for all the hodlers. So those people who hold or hodl the cryptocurrencies right now, or bought here. So many of my friends were asking me, should they buy cryptos here? I said it wouldn't be the best idea in their lives, and look what's happening right now. That's terrible. Okay, my friends, thanks very much for watching Daily Analytical Report. I hope you enjoyed that, and in half an hour break, and after that live trading session. Thanks very much, my friends. In the meantime, visit our account and our website.